in a cabin in Joshua Tree when a gopher snake opens her stark yellow eye against the sliding glass door, tapping her tongue against the cool, transparent skin. I bend my head to her level, test whether she'll strike. She doesn't. She glares at me like I'm the one that shouldn't be here on the other side, pressing my hazel, gold-flecked, strange planet of an eye against the boundary like a question that hangs from the ringing bell sun before she slowly ropes away into the desert's wide open socket.
If you missed part 1 of our last video, my husband Nathan surprised me with a special birthday trip to Joshua Tree. If you want to see a full Airbnb tour and some of our favorite places to visit and shop in Joshua Tree, check out part 1 after this video. On our first day in Joshua Tree, we woke up to some unexpected visitors, which inspired the poem written by Nathan you heard at the beginning. After spending the day shopping in Joshua Tree and chatting with some locals.
And that one's Josh, and that one's Josh.
And that one?
I don't know. Never met him.
Never met him. We were driving back to our Airbnb when we spotted a brush fire less than 10 minutes from where we were staying. We are no strangers to fire, losing our own home back in 2018. And we were very worried about our stay and the other homes in the area. After the firefighters arrived, we headed back to the Airbnb to plan our next steps.
Some stuff, just in case. Happy birthday!
It's fitting for me. We lost a house a few years ago to a fire, so we're extra precautious. So this day has turned out to be a little bit more exciting than we planned. We're heading back to the Airbnb and we're gonna just have things kind of together so that if we have to leave, we can. It shows how quickly those can start out of nowhere on hot days like this out in the desert. So,
Yeah, and it's the hottest day that we're here, right, isn't it?
yeah.
So hopefully they can get it, but obviously, as you can see, which is difficult, is like the way the fire is spreading is up and over a hill, so the firemen are having to like beat it there to the way it's spreading, and then so that's obviously not difficult, but we'll be able to see it from our Airbnb, so we'll be ready to jump out.
The problem is like, if something was happening, we can't really off-road in this car, so.
But yeah,
and that hill is like, it's on the other side of that hill, so it's a big hill, but obviously God forbid that happens. So.
We've let the Airbnb hosts know about it, so
yeah.
Also keep their eye on what's going on.
I'm sure it happens quite a bit out here. Like these spontaneous fires. And those guys are working hard. Those fire hoses are heavy.
Yeah, they gotta have their strong quads as well to they're running up and stuff, so.
And this is the road we're dealing with here.
It gets a bit bumpy at times.
I don't know. If you have to drive this fast, that's not fun in our car. If you're like, fuck, go! We need the Land Cruiser.
But we'll get on the emergency alert group and keep an eye on the containment.
Alrighty.
Alright, we'll check back in soon.
Yep. We made it back. We're okay. So far, they stopped the progress of the fire, which is really good. That sounds like it would be a bad thing to stop the progress, but they've made progress by not containing it, but by stopping it from moving forward. That was explained really badly. But anyway, we're back. We're gonna make some food. Nathan's about to come inside. I'm just talking to myself, Nathan, about what's going on. And we're gonna make some barbecue now and enjoy, hopefully, without fires, Joshua Tree. Nathan's giving me looks.
I was thinking, God, you're pretty.
Oh,
I thought you had sausages then. I was like, where'd you get them? You've got this low.
Well, I'm low. I'm short. Low to the ground.
So you probably heard from her what was going on. Discount all of that. She has no idea what's happening.
They give them the real scoop.
Yeah. So. The problem with both of us is that we're just attention seekers. Obviously, I wasn't there hearing it. It was probably just a bunch of this. Just kidding. She's way more capable than I am. Don't play with fire. That includes the desert itself. Watch yourself. Take it away, Rachel.
Let's chop some vegetables.
I wish this was higher because I've kind of got to do the...
You can raise it.
In England, and maybe I've spoken about this, I don't remember, but if you hear any of the dating programs, the girls and the guys, when they say, what are you looking for with a guy or a girl or whatever, pretty much everyone says, amongst other things, that they can give a bit of banter, that they can have a back and forth, that they can have a laugh. So I've found, obviously Rachel, because we've been together a long time, she's been in England, and she, we have a lot of good back and forth, a lot of good banter.
We're familiar.
Which we're familiar with each other. Which I know a lot of, obviously there's American couples that have that, but it doesn't seem to be the absolute prerequisite, and there's less of that. Maybe more serious, less silly, I don't know. So when we're making fun of each other, sometimes in public, sometimes in front of people, sometimes people look a bit horrified, but I can very much assure you that what I do is in good faith, and what Rachel does is just, you see what I mean? I'm being gaslit by a tap. And what Rachel does is just extremely hurtful.
I know it's very insensitive of you.
It's not though. I love when she makes fun of me because she makes me laugh, and I need to get got like that sometimes, otherwise I get too big for my britches. Is that what you say in America?
That's true.
Because in
Your
England,
britches.
in England we're too big for our wellies, too big for our boots. Yeah, so I just thought I'd just add that little tidbit in.
It was appreciated. All right. Before we spend too much time, chatting, what are you gonna contribute to the barbecue?
Gonna cook some mushrooms, portobello mushrooms. Gonna cook some salmon. Gonna put some pita bread or pita bread on the barbecue to heat it up, and it's gonna be salmon burgers, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
No, I'm glad that the fire seems to be under control, and ironically, I think we might want to use our fire pit if the conditions are okay.
You mean if it's not smoky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because our fire pit's not going to contribute to it because it's propane.
Okay.
All right. Well, see you at the barbecue.
See you at the barbecue.
Friends. Today on barbecuing in the desert. Today we've got some peppers and onions, some salmon I can't pick up because it will fall apart. Well, that's what I would do if I was more American than I am. But instead, I'm going to be more like, oh, these peppers look rather succulent and gorgeous, don't they? Watch how the sun glints off their sweet, oily, spiced texture. Oh, it's going to be so decadent. Yeah, So that was stupid. Love you, Rachel. You're gonna have to watch this. It's funny when you know there's a camera there and there's like you want to act out to it, like you're talking to someone, and you guess you're kind of talking to a lot of people, but not fully either. And it's like hard to fully act natural as soon as the camera's on. It's like persona, like mask. I guess that's true of any social situation, but it's a very different mode of being when you know you're being watched, looked at, viewed, judged, decided upon. I don't know. She's coming back soon, so it's a secret.
You gave me such shit about your glasses earlier, now I can't find mine.
Oh, for goodness sake. Rachel's been losing glasses all day. First mine, then hers. Hit her on the grill, very Greek.
Let me spin this around one second.
I hope that it captures all the glory I've already done.
I think so.
Here's what we've got. It doesn't look amazing yet.
Looks good.
It's a salmon burger with pita bread and bell peppers and onions. There you go, you can have the one that looks better. Dropped a load on the floor. Look at that colour, holding up, the peppers holding up the sun. Lovely, okay. Amateurs. Great, we're gonna eat now. Bye. I'm gonna put this just on the sunset.
Here's my pita pocket. I'm very proud of it. We watched the sunset on our first day in Joshua Tree. Sunsets in deserts feel so different, so vibrant. I heard a quote that once said, "If a flower can flourish in the desert, it can flourish anywhere." This feels extra true in Joshua Tree. And as mushy as it sounds, I feel so lucky to enjoy such a special place with my favorite person in the whole world. Joyce Carol Oates once wrote, "Night comes to the desert all at once, as if someone turned off the light." We spent the rest of the night talking and sipping wine by the fire and dodging kangaroo rats that scurried around our feet. Something that strikes me about the desert is how dark and quiet it is, how peaceful, with the whole sky lit up by the moon and the stars. Wow, can you believe it's only our second day in Joshua Tree? I feel like so much has already happened. Nathan put on some of our favorite records and we took in our surroundings. I put on my new linen jumpsuit Nathan got me as a birthday present the day before, and we sipped on delicious homemade purple smoothies.
So this little number, let's take it in the sun. This little number, some nice colour there, is mixed berries, strawberries, blueberries and raspberries, a banana, peanut butter, yogurt, milk, spirulina, because that's hip and I'm super hip, and green tea to give us a caffeine injection. Pretty good smoothie, and the berries were frozen so it's nice and cold, which is especially good in the desert. Even though it's in the morning, it's still pretty warm. Isn't that right, Rachel? Confirmed by a legend.
I like to think of these videos as little home movies. videos that we can share with family that's far away. Hi, everyone in England. And even connect with new friends too. Today we had a very mellow day, just enjoying the Airbnb. Nathan booked a surprise sound bath and yin yoga class, which was just what I needed. With all the new changes this last year has brought, Nathan starting his role as Poet Laureate in Malibu, and my career also changing paths. It's been a very busy but very exciting time in our lives. With that said, it feels more important than ever to take time like this to meditate and be mindful. This is definitely something I haven't always been very good at, and is something I'm still working on. So I'm very grateful that Nathan booked this special time for us to relax and reconnect. Just enjoyed a lovely sound bath, and we're heading back.
Started with yin yoga. Which is a yoga where you hold positions for a longer while. It's a slower practice.
I found that kind of hard.
Yeah.
But it was good.
It's fun.
Everything looks really pretty right now. And it's full moon, and there's a meteor shower. Lucky us. And it's Earth Day, apparently.
So here we are celebrating being on Earth. So what Rachel doesn't know yet is that I've booked her a surprise stargazing tour.
We're on our way to Pioneer Town. What is it?
I have no idea where she's going. As you can tell, she has no idea I'm filming with all this. This is all just perfectly natural. Walking away, walking back, like a badass in the desert. What a fucking legend.
So basic.
Oh, that was so. Everything I shouldn't say was just going. One blessed tortilla chip. Fairly good.